What if everything you believe about reality is just an illusion? A carefully crafted deception designed to keep you small, contained, and powerless. For thousands of years, the most powerful truth about human existence has been hidden in plain sight. Not because it couldn't be found, but because it was too dangerous to be widely known. Governments, religions, and power structures have systematically concealed this knowledge, because once understood, it would cause their entire system of control to crumble. The truth? You are not just a passive observer of reality. You are its creator. Your mind holds the same power that forms galaxies and shapes worlds. Does this sound impossible? That's precisely what you've been conditioned to believe. The most effective prison is one where the inmates don't even see the bars. Since childhood, you've been carefully taught to perceive reality as fixed, solid, and outside your control. This manipulation serves those who wish to maintain power, keeping you small and your potential dormant. Ancient texts like the Book of Enoch, the Essene Gospels, and the Emerald Tablet were hidden, altered, or excluded from religious canons, not for being false, but for revealing too much about your true divine nature and potential. Modern quantum physics now confirms what mystics have taught for millennia. Reality is not solid, but fluid, not fixed, but responsive to consciousness. The observer effect proves that your act of observation literally creates the reality you experience. Your thoughts are not mere fleeting ideas. They are powerful energy waves rippling through the fabric of existence itself. Every thought you think is literally shaping your reality, moment by moment, whether you realize it or not. Everything in existence vibrates at specific frequencies. Higher emotions like love and gratitude resonate at frequencies that attract similar experiences, while fear and doubt create discordant vibrations that manifest as obstacles and limitations. As above, so below. This ancient Hermetic principle reveals that the same patterns governing galaxies and stars also govern your life. The universe operates through sacred mathematical harmony, from the cosmic to the cellular. Quantum entanglement proves scientifically what mystics have always known. Separation is an illusion. Two particles once connected remain instantaneously linked across any distance. Just as your consciousness remains connected to all things. Every thought, every intention creates ripples that shape your destiny. This isn't metaphorical. It's the fundamental operating principle of our universe. The Hermetic principle of cause and effect explains that nothing happens by chance, only by law. The elite have maintained power by convincing you that you are powerless. That reality happens to you, not through you. This single deception has kept humanity in chains more effectively than any physical prison ever could. But now, you stand at the threshold of the greatest revelation in human history. The veil is thinning. Ancient wisdom and modern science are converging to reveal the extraordinary truth that you possess the divine power to consciously shape reality itself. Are you prepared to reclaim what has always been yours? To master the principles that govern reality itself? To step into your true power as a conscious creator? The journey ahead will challenge everything you believe about yourself and the nature of existence. But it offers a reward beyond imagination, the ability to consciously create the life and world you truly desire. Throughout history, those who discovered these truths formed secret societies and mystery schools. From ancient Egypt to Greece, from the Far East to hidden monasteries, not to hoard knowledge, but to preserve it from those who would destroy it. Within your body flows the same energy that powers stars. Ancient traditions called it chi, prana, or mana. Modern science confirms it as electromagnetic energy and quantum fields that you can learn to direct and amplify. The Taoist concept of Wu Wei, effortless action, reveals that struggling against universal rhythms creates friction, while aligning with them brings flow. When you resist, you block the very forces that could carry you to success. You are not merely human. You are divine consciousness, having a temporary physical experience. The limitations you perceive are not walls, but veils, thin and permeable, waiting for you to recognize them as illusions. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences. This is why visualization works. Your mind processes vivid mental images as instructions to create corresponding realities. The greatest obstacle to mastering reality isn't lack of ability. It's the lifetime of programming you've received that says it's impossible. Your mind has been deliberately filled with limiting beliefs that serve as invisible chains. Even your DNA, once thought to be fixed, responds to consciousness. Science now confirms that genes can be activated or deactivated by thought, emotion, and intention, a process called epigenetics that ancient healers understood millennia ago. Quantum physics suggests the existence of infinite parallel realities, versions of your life where different choices led to different outcomes. The astounding truth is that you can shift your consciousness between these realities through focused intention. Breath is the bridge between unconscious and conscious control of your energy. Ancient practices like pranayama weren't merely health exercises. They were technologies for altering consciousness and directing life force to reshape your inner and outer reality. Emotions aren't just feelings. They're energetic frequencies that directly affect your ability to manifest. Fear, doubt, and anxiety create static that blocks manifestation, while love, gratitude, and joy create coherence that amplifies your creative power. Who you believe yourself to be creates the boundaries of what you can manifest. By consciously choosing a new self-concept and embodying it emotionally, you literally shift into the reality where that version of you exists. What ancient masters taught through metaphor and practice, quantum physicists now demonstrate through equations and experiments. The observer effect, quantum entanglement, the placebo effect. Science is rediscovering what mystics have always known: about consciousness and reality. Manifestation isn't magic. It's a precise science with definable steps, clear intention, emotional alignment, belief without doubt, detached expectancy, and aligned action. When these elements come together, reality must respond accordingly. The journey to mastering reality begins with a single profound choice: to question everything you've been taught about what's possible. To consider that the greatest limitations in your life exist only in your mind. Are you ready to reclaim your power as a conscious creator? To step beyond the artificial boundaries that have been set for you? To remember who you truly are and what you're truly capable of? What follows is not just information, but transformation. Ancient wisdom combined with modern science, offering practical tools to consciously create the life and reality you desire. The question is, are you ready to step through this doorway? You are not alone in this awakening. Millions around the world are reclaiming this knowledge, creating a critical mass of consciousness that is shifting our collective reality. Now is the time. The invitation stands before you. In this series, you'll discover how to consciously direct the energy that shapes reality, not through wishful thinking, but through precise mental and energetic technologies that have been tested and refined for millennia. We'll begin with the Hermetic Principles, ancient Egyptian wisdom preserved through millennia that describes the fundamental laws governing all of reality. These 7 principles are the master keys to understanding and influencing the universe itself. First is the principle of mentalism. The all is mind. The universe is mental. This reveals that consciousness is not a product of the physical brain, but the fundamental creative force from which all reality emerges. Your thoughts literally shape your world. Next is the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. The patterns that govern galaxies also govern atoms, and the same principles that shape the cosmos shape your personal reality. By understanding one level, you gain mastery of all. The principle of vibration teaches nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. From dense matter to subtle thought, reality exists as frequency. By consciously raising your vibrational state through thought and emotion, you attract corresponding experiences. The principle of polarity reveals everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its opposite. What appear as opposites are actually different degrees of the same thing. This allows you to transmute negative to positive by shifting your position on the spectrum. The principle of rhythm states, everything flows out and in, rise and fall. All of existence moves in cycles, from emotions to economies, planets to personal growth. By recognizing these rhythms, you can flow with them rather than against them, achieving wu-wei, effortless action. The principle of cause and effect teaches every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. Nothing happens by chance, only by law. Your thoughts and intentions are causes that create corresponding effects in your reality, giving you the power to consciously shape your destiny. Finally, the principle of gender. Gender is in everything, Everything has masculine and feminine aspects. This refers not to physical gender, but to complementary energies, projective and receptive, that must work in harmony to create. True manifestation requires both directed intention and receptive allowing. These ancient principles find striking validation in quantum physics. The famous double-slit experiment proves that particles exist as waves of possibility until observed. The act of conscious observation literally collapses probability into specific reality. Quantum entanglement further confirms ancient wisdom. Particles once connected remain instantly linked regardless of distance. Just as your consciousness remains connected to all you've ever interacted with. This explains phenomena like synchronicity, distant healing, and manifestation. Neuroscience adds another layer of validation. Your brain physically rewires itself based on your thoughts and focus, a process called neuroplasticity. This means you can literally reshape your brain's structure through consistent practice of new thought patterns. Now let's explore practical techniques for mastering reality. Beginning with the breath. Ancient traditions worldwide recognized breath as the bridge between conscious and unconscious control of energy. Specific breathing patterns can instantly shift your nervous system, brain chemistry, and energy field. Meditation is not just for relaxation. It's a powerful technology for altering consciousness and accessing deeper reality. Research shows regular meditation physically changes your brain, enhances intuition, and creates coherent energy fields that directly influence matter. Visualization is perhaps the most direct tool for reality creation. Your subconscious can't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. By creating detailed, emotionally charged mental images of your desired reality, you instruct your subconscious to manifest it. Emotional mastery is essential for manifestation. Emotions generate electromagnetic fields up to 5,000 times stronger than thoughts. HeartMath Institute research shows these fields extend beyond your body, directly affecting matter and connecting with others' energy fields. Your body contains energy centers known across cultures as chakras, meridians, or nadis. These aren't metaphorical, but actual electromagnetic vortices that modern instruments can now detect. By consciously working with these centers, you enhance your ability to direct life force. Reality creation follows a specific sequence. Thought generates emotion. Emotion creates coherent energy. Energy forms patterns in the quantum field, and these patterns eventually materialize. Understanding this process allows you to consciously intervene at each stage. Quantum physics suggests infinite parallel realities exist simultaneously. Through focused intention and specific consciousness practices, you can shift your awareness to timelines where your desired reality already exists, a process sometimes called quantum jumping. Your identity is not fixed, but fluid. By consciously embodying the version of yourself who has already achieved your desires, you accelerate manifestation. This isn't pretending, it's energetically aligning with a version of you that already exists. Sacred geometry mathematical patterns found throughout nature, serves as templates for reality creation. These patterns, flower of life, golden ratio, Fibonacci sequence, aren't just aesthetic, but functional, acting as amplifiers for your creative intention. Sound is a powerful reality-shaping tool. Cymatics demonstrates how specific frequencies organize matter into precise geometric patterns. Ancient traditions utilize this through mantras, chants, and sacred sounds to reorganize energy and consciousness. Your DNA is not a fixed blueprint, but a responsive antenna that can be activated through consciousness. Epigenetics shows how thoughts and emotions can switch genes on or off, allowing you to access dormant genetic potential through focused intention. You never manifest alone. We exist within a collective consciousness field where individual minds influence the whole. Studies show mass meditation measurably reduces crime and violence. By mastering your own consciousness, you contribute to humanity's collective evolution. Humanity stands at an unprecedented evolutionary threshold. Ancient prophecies across cultures predicted this time of awakening, when the knowledge once reserved for initiates would become widely available, enabling a collective shift in consciousness. The choice now stands before you. Will you continue to accept the limited version of reality you've been taught? Or will you reclaim your divine birthright as a conscious creator of your experience? The journey requires courage, persistence, and practice. In the next parts of this series, we'll explore specific techniques for mastering each aspect of reality creation, from reprogramming limiting beliefs to advanced energy work, from quantum manifestation to timeline navigation, each building upon the last. But know this: the mere fact that you've been drawn to this knowledge means you're ready. The seed of awakening is already growing within you. Your divine creative power has been dormant, not absent. It's time to remove the veils that have kept you from seeing your true nature. Time to reclaim the power that has always been yours. Time to remember who you really are. Not just a passive observer, but a divine creator of reality itself. The doorway stands open before you. Through it lies not just knowledge, but transformation, the remembrance of your true nature, and the reclaiming of your divine creative power. Will you step through? You are not alone on this journey. Your higher self, the expanded non-physical aspect of your consciousness, is reaching toward you just as you reach toward it. This reunion is the true meaning of divine connection. This awakening extends beyond individual transformation. We stand at a collective crossroads, choosing between continued limitation or stepping into our full creative potential as a species. Each individual who awakens adds momentum to this evolutionary leap. Across the world, millions are awakening to these truths simultaneously. Ancient prophecies predicted this time, when the knowledge once hidden would become widely available, catalyzing a global shift in consciousness that changes everything. The journey of reclaiming your creative power begins with a simple choice: to question what you've been taught about the nature of reality and your place within it. To consider that you might be infinitely more powerful than you've been led to believe. In our next exploration, we'll dive deeper into specific techniques for reprogramming your subconscious mind, mastering your emotional state, and directing energy with precision. Each building on the foundation we've established here. The choice is yours. The power is yours. It always has been. Will you reclaim it? Will you remember who you truly are? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Are you ready to take that step?